All right, welcome, Sao, and many congratulations. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I'm just excited that it's over. All the skills, all the learning. So it's been really exciting. I'm glad I got it done.
Absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic. You were creeping slowly, and suddenly you told me you passed the exam.
Correct.
It's a great.
Correct. Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you so much, sir, for the time for this lessons learned session. This would be really helpful for all PMP aspirants. And once again, congratulations on successfully passing the PMP exam on your first attempt. And you are one of my best students. I'm really proud of you, to be very honest.
Thank
And
you.
I'm so happy on your success. Okay, fantastic. So we'll start with your brief introduction. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do?
All right. Well, I'm Saio Williams. I've been in the agile space for past 10 years. I currently work at Centene, and this has been one of my goals for a very long time. And I'm very excited to have this accomplishment completed and looking forward to the next thing. Yeah.
Fantastic. Wonderful. So, when did you start your PMP preparation and how much total time you spent in the entire preparation process?
Okay. So initially, I took the exam. Well, I took your class 2014, 2024. Remember that?
Yes, yes, sir.
And I could not. I completed the class and everything. The studying portion, end up experiencing a traumatic miscarriage. So that kind of just did a lot for me. So I had to take a step back and just focus on that and healing process with my family. And after, of course, it's still there, but I have to work slowly to come back and say, okay, this is one of my goals. I've already gone through your class before. I so during that course, I was, reviewing your materials here and there, but I wasn't able to focus. I have to take a step back entirely. So I came back to you. I came back 2024, about, is it 3 months ago? I
Yeah.
reach out to you again and say, hey, I'm ready to take the course. I re Even though I have your material, but I also wanted to go through your course again just to hear you, to just hear your encouragement live in the class. I didn't mind to spend the money again. Hear your encouragement, hear some of the new initiative or new ideas that you've already added again to increase some of the things that you already added in the class. I would like to hear them again. So I end up taking your course, listening in. I followed through this time, and I'm glad I did. Just listening to your advice, taking all the example exams that you sent. Do my diligence on that. I was studying. I was studying more than 5 hours a day. I was studying at night, and also in the morning time. So, kind of do a lot of your practice exam, listening to your lectures and things like that. So that's what really, just push myself to get it done this time. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, I observed that during the class as well. You were
Mhm.
actively participating, you were answering all the questions, and even you were
Correct.
seeking clarity as well. So, yes, I could
Correct.
read that. Fantastic. So, if I ask you, how many hours one should spend in the entire preparation process in terms of hours or days, or if you could give some numbers just to get an idea how much time one should spend in the entire preparation process?
I think for as a parent, for me, and after you finish taking your class, yes, you do recommend 2 hours a day, but you need to spend at least more than, if you can,
Yeah.
you can break your 2 hours down in multiple portion, right? During the course of the day. Let's say at least maybe 5 hours a day. If you really want to get to the source of things, having the knowledge, processing your mind over and over and study. I take my book with me anytime we're going. When my husband is driving, I take the time, put the music down, and just study. I was also listening to it. I was listening to you on my on my headphone and things like that. So break your hours down, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hour per day, during the course of the day. But you need to spend at least more than 2 hours per day just to listening to, study and things like that. That can help you really not just know, because the exam is not just, where's the red, points the red. No, you need to really know the knowledge. It kind of is, it's so shocking when I took the exam. If I haven't done that, really soaking in the knowledge, it would have been very challenging for me. So you have to know the knowledge, whether you're listening into the class, you have some of the note that you've taken in, but you need to know the knowledge for you to apply it in the exam. So I would say probably more than 5 hours a day. Break your time down into multiple, sections so that you can get the study done during the course of the day. and
Absolutely.
and if you have to, what I did, if I need to advise any parent out there, as a parent of two kids, I was studying at night when everybody's sleeping.
Yeah,
I was
great.
studying at night. I try to make sure take my nap. My husband was very, very gracious and helpful to me on that. Take a nap around when I put the kids to bed, around like around 10 to 11 to 12. I wake up and study. During the day also I study. I allocate time and study. So make a time, put a time down, and communicate that to all the kids, like, hey, mommy need to study or daddy need to study, and get that done. Like, the kids needs to know that you need to get this done. Everybody in my house know that mommy need to study, and my husband was very helpful to get the kids help with the kids and support me with that, and also for me to allocate some time to study as well. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much for detailed answer. So you talked about at least 5 hours a day, but for how many days? Like for a month, for a couple of weeks, or like what's the duration?
For if you need it, it depends on, again, where you are in your studying. Because after your class, I believe I took like a month and probably a week or so. So
Right.
I was doing more than 5 hours a day for me, so that I can know, right? So where you are, you need to test your knowledge. If you're taking those practice exam, you're not doing well, you need to assess that. You need to allocate some more time to study. In the practice exam that you were sending me, Mar, I was doing when I was doing the exams, practice exam, I was having like 65. Some of them I have like 70, 75. So based on that, I start allocating more time to my studying. So assess where you are. So it depends on, by individual basis. Assess where you are. Be true to yourself where you are, and based on that, allocate more time towards your studying.
Got it. Absolutely fantastic. So
Yes.
did you read any book for the preparation?
I of course I went through your notes. I went through your notes. I went through the recording. Then some of the examples with is it the what is the book? Is it the book that you provided for us? The is it Tina or Mark? What's the lady's name? I read that book. I have it. The
Yeah,
the the book that you provide for. So I read that. I went through your notes several times. And I went through some of the mindsets with Andrew.
right,
I did a lot of that. Then, just to again test my knowledge, I went through PMI study hall.
right. How
I
many,
did. Mhm.
yeah, how
Go
many
ahead.
questions did you solve?
I practically all, all the study practice exam that you sent me, I did all of them. Then I redid it, over and over again. Even in I will go in and check whether the link is working. I don't know if you I don't know if
Yeah.
you noticed that, but I did go and check if some of the links are working. If they're not working, I leave it alone. But if they're working, I will take the exam again. And the strategy that I use is the one that you did provide to us. Even if you didn't do well, go back and study what
Yeah.
you missed.
Yeah.
That is so essential. It's very, very helpful. I go back, I will read everything that I missed, and I will redo the exams again. And not just the link, but you also send us some practice exam on the on Word document,
Yeah.
right? So I did a lot of those as well. When I missed some, I go back and review what I missed. Why did I miss it? And apply the knowledge basis and how to process of selection, and remove some of the answers that doesn't apply. So I use a lot of those strategies as well. So just do a lot of practice exams and review what you missed. Again, be true to yourself when you're studying. You have to be true, whether if you get these questions wrong, not just cheating to get the answer on your own, but you have to be true and go back and check, why did I miss this question? What ideas or some of the things and tools that you provide to us, how can I apply that? So make sure when I'm reviewing again, I can get the answers correct.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yes, ton of questions. I sent you around
Correct.
2000 questions. So
Correct.
these are the notes which Sao used for her preparation. So let me just show this to
Yes.
everybody. So these are 9-page long notes. They cover 100% of the PMP exam. And I can
Correct.
say with guarantee, if somebody understands these concepts, these diagrams, exam would be much, much easier. And everything that you will see in in your exam is covered in these notes. So these are 9-page long notes. You can get, just drop a message or email here. My team would be providing these. So yes, this is what she used. And in addition to that, our mock test on exam simulator, those are really helpful for preparation. Okay, perfect.
Correct.
So,
Yep.
so let's talk about your exam. So what was the distribution of questions in terms of agile versus waterfall in your exam?
The exam, I was shocked. It's a mix of more of like a hybrid slash agile. Yes. I was no drag and drop. The ones that I was nervous about the calculations. I was very nervous about that, but thank God I did not receive any calculations. I did not receive any drag and drop. So I was shocked around how simple the exam, how it was laid out, but also if you do not know the knowledge, you will miss the answers. They make it as simple as possible. It wasn't. I think your exams questions were even harder. Were even harder. The exams, the way they put it, it was very simple. They make it as simple as possible. However, the selections, A, B, C, D selections, if you're not careful, you will miss it. That's how simple it is. If you don't know the knowledge, you will miss it. So I will say go in the exam as prepared as possible. Know your stuff. Know the processes. Know your agile. Know everything that you can possibly know. Because be prepared for anything at the exam. Be prepared for it anything because um you may receive the calculations. You may not. You may receive the drag and drop, you may not. So be prepared for anything. 100%.
Yes, absolutely. The language of exam would be very simple, but you should have
Correct.
solid conceptual understanding. Perfect. Okay.
Correct.
So how did you manage your time during the exam?
Oh. um, the reason when I called you, the reason when I called you, I was crying is because my time did run out.
Yeah.
When I came in the exam, I did not wear appropriate clothing. I get cold very easily, so I was cold throughout. So because of that, I was spending a lot of my time trying to keep myself warm. Especially the first 60 questions, I kind of let myself, the cold in the environment let myself get to me. So I did spend a little bit more time in that first phase than I should have. And when I realized that if I don't keep up, I might fail this exam. So I kind of just continue on, wipe my face off and continue on. And, I can hear you in the background. You can do this. So I kind of just push myself to answer my questions. But what I did in the end, the last 60 questions, I realized that I have at least 40 minutes remaining and I have a little bit more questions remaining. So what I did, I went all the way to I clicked all the way to question 180 and start doing process of selection. What I know at this point because of time. What do I know? Sayo, what do you know that you can answer immediately, then go back and review? That's the strategy that I use for me to be able to answer as much questions within that 40 minutes that I have remaining and completely finish the exam. So that's what I did. Unfortunately, time did run out on me. However, if you experience any of if you experience where time is running out on you, I will say skim around your questions that you have remaining and answer what you know immediately. Whatever answer that can jump to you, answer those immediately. Then the remaining time that you have, try to answer is the ones that you skip around. So that's what I did.
Absolutely. That's the smart strategy. Even if you're running out of time, just quickly
Correct.
skip through and answer which you can. And the question which seem difficult, just skip them, right? Just move to the next
Correct.
question. Yeah, absolutely
Correct.
fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So were you confident during the exam that you're going to pass the exam? What were your feelings?
Because I was so cold in the exam, and the first 60 questions that I spent a little bit more time. I came in the exam. Let me take a step back. I came in the exam with confidence, with at least 80% confidence, at least, right? I came in the exam, but when I sit in the exam, that first 20 to 25 minutes out, I got very cold, and the first 60 questions, I spent so much time on them. Then I start, the confidence level came a little bit down. I'll say probably to 70%, but I can hear myself, Sayo, you can do this. I can hear you, the advice that he gave us in class. You can do this. This is simple. All you need is a focus. So I have to refocus myself and get it done. But when I with the time that when the time beat me and everything, and when I closed the computer, I thought I failed because of the time and the skimming through what I know, of course, and the time that I have spent on the first 60 questions. I initially thought I failed. I initially thought I failed, but when I log off from the computer, when I went in front, because when I log off from the computer, it did not show me whether I passed or not. It did not. But when I went front, when they gave me my exam score, right there, I cried. I cried because I wasn't. I underestimated myself because I was so cold in the exam. I think that's what happened to me. I underestimated the answers that I was selecting because I was so cold, trying to keep myself warm. When they gave me my score, I was I was crying because I really did exceptionally well, but the cold that I was feeling kind of just was not allowing me to to see that, hey, you're doing really well. So that's what happened to me. That's why when I called you, I was crying.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
Yeah.
could recall. So great lesson. Wear proper clothes according to the temperature. That's super, super important.
Correct. Correct. So if you're someone that do get cold easily, please take an extra sweater because I had a sweater, but it was very light. But when my husband dropped me off, the other sweater as my backup plan, I didn't bring that in the exam, upstairs to the exam. I could have take that. I could have wear that sweater because we do have they do provide like lockers and things like that. So, but please, please, please wear appropriate clothing because there's a higher chance the place is gonna be cold. If you're someone that do get cold easily, I would please advise you to wear a proper clothing. Because if I would have done that, I probably would have had enough time, enough hours to go through my exams and a little bit more confidence. But I just thank God. I I really, really thank God. And before the exam, I fasted. I was praying, and I think all of that with my studying and things like that. And God was faithful for me to really be successful and pass this exam.
And
Yes.
fantastic, wonderful. So, okay, how was the entire course material, and the preparation process helpful in terms of your success?
It was hmm, how should I say this? Your teaching styles for someone that need your type of teaching, your teaching style helps me to stay focused. Your teaching style was very, very encouraging. Your teaching style is very, it have that mentorship to it. Your teaching style have that encouragement to it to push people, whether you're far in your career, or you're new in your career, or you're just a middle experience. Your teaching styles provide that confidence to get it done. You're not just some, like, a video, go and listen to the video. You're really there encouraging us, pushing us, that, checking on us at all time, the emails, the text messages, WhatsApp, how you doing? It kind of, if when you send a message, even if I'm slacking, I will know that, hey, I cannot let Omar down. I need to do this because you believe in me. You believe that we can do this. So just having that in our thoughts during the course of the class, even after the class, was very helpful. So I would encourage anyone that needs those type of push to really take your class, because you would never be let down if you do. So this is your class is not just a video. You're there during the course all the way till you pass the class. So I would encourage anyone to take your class. Definitely. Whether you're all young, you're just coming from college, or you're still in the field, take Amar's class, because you will really love it, and you will not regret it at all.
Thank you so much for kind words. Really appreciate it, and I'm feeling so
Yeah.
grateful to see you
Yeah.
successful.
Was
So
We
thank
are
you.
grateful. We are grateful. People that have taken your class, I speak for everyone. I think everybody says the same thing. Exceptionally grateful, because, with what I did experience from the first class, that traumatic miscarriage, and coming back, and with all your support, I am forever grateful, because I will never forget you. If anyone that's trying to take this class, anyone that's interested in taking PMP and any other courses, I would definitely send them your way. So I really, really do appreciate your support during the course of this process.
Thank you so much, Sao. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I'm really happy to hear these words. And you know, m- uh, real happiness for me is to see my students successful. Like when I see
Correct.
you all smiling, that's the energy. So actually,
Correct.
it's a kind of two-way process. When I see you all successful, I get more energy, and I would love to encourage others. So yeah, this cycle works. So
Correct.
once again, thank
Correct.
you so much, and I'm really happy on your success. Many, many congratulations, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Keep moving up, keep shining.
Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully, going into next year, if I'm interested in any of your classes, I will be back.
Absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
I, I,
Anytime,
I,
anytime.
I, I cannot, I cannot, I, with your teaching style, I cannot go anywhere. So I'll be back and scan through your courses and see what I can take going into next year. So thank you so much,
Absolutely,
Amar. We'll keep in touch.
absolutely. Absolutely. Most welcome anytime. Thank you so much. Okay, take
Thank
care. Have a
you.
nice day. Bye.
You too. Bye.